Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to go over a huge loss that I suffered last week and my plans moving forward. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back to the channel. This is Day Trading Futures with JD, and I'm JD. Alright, so as I said in the intro, I wanted to kind of go over a huge loss that I suffered last week. I was following my strategy. The only thing that I probably could have done different was watching my support and resistance lines a little better. But this is the breakdown. So here's my dashboard in the RTrader Pro. I blacked out my account name. But here was my account balance, 256,792, and this was my trail down. My trail down got down to 20. I couldn't get below 26,308, and after my position closed, I was only $400 away from it. After this position, I went down to trading one contract. And I kind of did a Hail Mary, and anyway, I closed out that one contract with a profit of like 1 point, and then I just thought either I'm going to make it or break it, and I didn't record that Hail Mary. I call it a Hail Mary trade, but anyway, so moving forward, I'm going to. Well, let me back up a second. All right, so this is back on December 1st, which was last week. Let me look and see what day it was. Well, hold on one second. It was last Wednesday, and 8:40 in the morning. I only had a little over $2,000 left of reaching my profit goal. I was probably a little arrogant, and I wasn't really paying attention to the way the market was moving. I wasn't paying attention to support and resistance, and I don't even think I had my trading view where I have the Fibonacci levels marked. I wasn't even, I think I was just trading off my NinjaTrader chart. So anyway, I'll kind of walk you through this. It was strong uptrend in the morning. We're moving forward. And of course, we were getting huge candles, and we saw this ginormous candle here, which was, what was that, 14 points, give or take. The way my strategy is, I wait for the 5-period WMA to cross above the 20-period WMA, and then I enter a position for long. Next candle. So I'm gonna pause it here for a moment. So the next candle, generally I take my profit after 2. It's kind of a scalping strategy, I guess. But anyway, I take it after 2 points. But this time, I wanted to finish it all in one trade. Like I said, I was so close. I was like 2,200 points. And I really wanted to get it one and done. Like my last video was one and done. But I wanted to finish this evaluation in one trade. Which I guess hindsight, I kind of did finish it. I just went the opposite direction and I failed the evaluation. So anyway, all right. So I entered the trade here. 4-point profit. I set my stop loss at 12 because I looked over to the left and it looked like this was going to be an area of support. So I wanted to go a little bit longer because all these wicks were just, they had a lot of crazy wick action that day. So as you see here, the price went up. So my entry was at 33.75 and it went up to 35.5. If I remember correctly, it ended up being in the profit because I was trading 10 contracts. So it was a little over $1,000 that it went to the positive, almost 1,200. And I thought, I'm just going to stay in it. And I got greedy. I was greedy. I wasn't paying attention. And the very next candle was another huge candle, but in the opposite direction, right? So, and then I'm stopped out right there. But watch this. So it goes down a little further, down another, what is that, 16, another 5 points. It went down another 5 points, bounced right back up, and started going back in my direction. Now, of course, I'm already stopped out at this point. And when it stopped out, man, I was so upset. I just, I messed up big time. So I learned a lot from this trade. I learned I was trading way too many contracts. Let me pull up my notepad here. Just have something to write on here. So with the 250K evaluation, you have a profit target of 15,000. And then you have a trailing drawdown for 65. All right, so hindsight's always 20/20, right? What I should have been doing from the actual beginning was trading. How many traders have you heard say this? 1% of your overall balance should be your risk tolerance. Okay, I'm sure you've heard people say it. I've heard people say it. I didn't do it, right? So 1% of 250,000 should have been $2,500, right? So I should have, if I'm going to have a 10-point stop loss, I can only trade 5 contracts at $250 each point. And then that would equal the $2,500, right? The $2,500 1% of my overall balance. So this was so that would equal 5 points, 5 contracts. 5 contracts is what I should have been working with. And if I were making, 2 trades a day, that would probably put me right around $1,000 a day, which would equal to 2 trades at 2-point profit each. So $1,000 a day. And in 15 days, I should have reached my target. I looked at this as a sprint, not a marathon. And I got greedy. If I would have been trading smaller contracts, I would have been able to manage this loss. So moving forward, my contract, or my 250,000 account expired. Let me separate this. So this $250,000 account renews or rebills on December 17th, I think. And that was going to be like 260-ish. I don't know exactly, 265, something like that. And I only have 10 days left because today would have been the only day. I figured up it was going to be like 10 or 11 days that I was going to be able to trade. And I knew that if I had that short deadline, that I would end up trading more contracts. I would get greedy, desperate, and make another bad decision. So I X'd out that 250K, and well, I guess they don't have. I was trying to find a strike through that, but anyway, so I just, instead of renewing or resetting it, and chancing hitting that renewal, and chancing being very greedy and feeling like I'm running out of time, I signed up for the 150K. And of course, due to their special, I was able to get it off 50% off by using the code SAVE50, and the link's down in the description. And I now have a new 30 days until my next renewal. And also, something that Apex Trader Funding is doing right now is that I am now entered into an account drawing, a 100K account drawing. So there were a lot of benefits with me just going ahead and starting a new account. So far today was my first day, and to take out all the psychological pressures, I'm only trading with my strategy. I'm not trading with me free-handed looking at the charts. I'm only going to trade my strategy with this one. Well, I say that. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's my plan, because psychologically, I make too many mistakes. I read something wrong. I don't look to the left, and I end up making a mistake. So, all right, guys. I know that admitting failure is not what a lot of it's hard to admit your failure. I'll just say that. And I messed up, but I'm learning. My strategy was fine. There was nothing wrong with my strategy. One more thing, talking about strategy. So I was watching another day trader, and he suggested, when you see a large candle that's 10 points or more, do not enter the next candle. Okay? It would have probably saved me on this one. Now, yeah, it ended up playing out in my favor, but I wouldn't have been able to manage a 15-point stop loss or an 18-point stop loss. I would, our Trader Pro would have, or Rhythmic would have stopped me out anyway. So I wouldn't have been able to manage that type of trade with 10 contracts. So moving forward, if I see a large candle like this again, and if I'm able to, I'm going to stop my automated trading strategy that I have going with that I have set up with NinjaTrader, and you can see one of my previous videos for that also on how I do that. And I think it'll keep me from making future mistakes. All right, guys, I'm looking forward to this new account, and I'm looking forward to hitting a profit target and getting a funded account. All right, guys, stay tuned, and we'll talk to you later.